Both catch, you both catch.
Broke that. Come in.
Oh my god. Yeah, inside. There was a cat.
Coming up.
User is active.
Yo, got that nigga rotating
Lodgy.
Third.
He's dead. One's coming through cash. This is what I call the fragging thermite, and I legged out.
You located a bomb.
Yeah, baby. We're dropping oil, bro.
Nitro, dude.
We're ducking down here, but they don't even have a mirror. Easy walk down, bro. Nope.
Is no longer in your possession. Op 4 last stop standing.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to go through how to find the best sensitivity for you that works in Rainbow Six Siege for console. So first, we're going to go through really quick, what's your sensitivity be? Well, everyone's going to be different, so you're not, you can go off of what I use, but you're going to want to play around with the drills that we're going to be using to find the sense that works for you. Right now, I am set to 3590, and I have 5 dead zone just so I don't get any stick drift. The lower the dead zone, the better. If you can go 0, you should. Honestly, as long as you're not like having this kind of a thing, it's going to be fine. But yeah, no, I have 90 and 35. So on console, you definitely want your vertical to be a lot lower. I suggest not having your vertical probably over 50, and your horizontal is usually going to be higher, just so you can spin around and whatever. So once you find the sensitivity you're trying to use, we're going to take you through a drill. You go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. And the goal is that if you feel like you're going way too far and having to double back, you should try lowering your sensitivity. If you feel like you have to really push it to get to the next one, try increasing it. So we're going to do that again. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 1, 5 is going to be a little bit crazy, especially on console. So 1, 2, 1, 3. Well, 1, 2, 1, 3 is definitely the one that you really want to focus on when you're doing this. You want to make sure that you can do this one fairly accurately with a controller. You can practice this for a while. It'll help you really get used to using your Sens just extremely quickly. Anyway, I'll take you guys through some target drills. So before we get to that, we're going to go through the rest of the settings that you're going to go through. So you go to General. You're going to want to go to Diffuse and pick up on both. Pick up the diffuser manually or auto. If you just want to make sure it's manual, there you go. But there's gonna be a lot of clutch situations where having it on auto is going to be nice. Drone after prep, manual, so you have to swap if you need to, because otherwise it'll force you out, which is going to be a little annoying if you're trying to dodge your drone away from an enemy. So now we go to the HUD. Honestly, this is all dealer's choice, however you want your HUD to look. I have it pretty minimal, because I don't want it to be too big and too in my face. Like, I really don't like how big that is. So I definitely like the more simplified version of that. So audio, night mode helps you hear loud. So quiet sounds are a little bit louder, loud sounds a little bit quieter. So footsteps, definitely going to help you there. You're going to want that as loud as you can possibly have it. Display, FOV, entirely up to you. I rock 90 because on PC I play 4:390, so it's really stretched. So this is my attempt at making it more stretched so I can kind of match that as much as I possibly can. Up to you. I rock 90. All right, now we got controls. Vibration disabled. You don't want your controller getting rocked around left and right. It's definitely really annoying. Gadget deployment advanced, so you can interact. So like, let's say you're putting up a wall or bandit tricking, you can stop as you're doing it. Advanced drone deployment, so if standard, you throw the drone, you instantly enter it. You don't want that. You want to be able to throw a drone and go onto it if you want to, but not be forced to do so. Lead behavior alternate, so when I aim in, I'm able to change my positioning, and then I'm going to stay lean. So a lot of times I'll just just do that. You aim in and you can lean really quickly. just like that. So that's alternate. Highly suggest that one for sure. And everything else, I mean, right there, boom. So when it comes to the advanced controls with Sens, I suggest turning all these off, setting them to 0, turning them, you know, you can do whatever you want. I have everything on, but turn to 0. You don't really need any of this. I mean, this is like, if you go slightly to the right or to the left, is if you hold it for longer, it'll speed it up. You want a consistent experience the entire time. If you feel like you are struggling moving and you're thinking about doing that, try just increasing your overall sensitivity. And worst case scenario, you can decrease your ADS sensitivity. So I have 30 and then 40. So if you feel like your aim is a little bit all over the place, don't mind like swapping your ADS sensitivities up a little bit. I raised my sensitivity up recently because I want to make sure that I'm able to control it super easily while I'm in full auto, but I can readjust if I need to. We'll walk you guys through some of the advanced settings. I don't use any of these because I'm not too sure if this is going to help or hurt you, but I'll explain what these do so you guys can get a general understanding of what they do and figure if you might want to make it work for you. I mean, dead zone, you guys already know what that is. This dead zone, I mean, you're going to want that as low as possible. Stick dead zone as low as possible. If you are having issues, don't be afraid to bring it to 5% if you need to, but normally, lower the dead zone, the better. See there, I'm having left stick drift, just like that, not touching anything. That's usually why I have it set to 5%. Just to catch a little bit of stick drift, unless you have like a really good controller. Don't be afraid, like, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. See, it's gone already at 3%. There. So going to the advanced settings, hold aim, obviously, do not have toggle aim on, advanced controls. So look acceleration. So let's say I set it up to this. So basically my, delay, there we go. So you can set the delay to whatever you want. So let's say I set the delay to 0.2. So as I'm looking to the right for like 0.2, I mean, I can just show this in real time. This takes a little bit to, you know, we'll just go 50. So as I look, it goes a little bit faster after 0.2 seconds. So again, if you have a really low sensitivity, you're really like struggling to really maneuver around, that could be good for you. You would mess with the acceleration delay, like how long it takes for you to get to that increase in look acceleration. Ramp up time, basically how long it takes to get to that. Like it can ramp up to it. So these are all kind of working in tandem with each other. ADS acceleration. So now this is the look acceleration, and now this is for the ADSing segment of it. Everything that we just said before applies down here as well. Acceleration ramp up, how long it takes to get there. Acceleration delay, how long it takes to start doing the acceleration, and then, you know, how much do you want the acceleration if you want to use it. Outer threshold. So this is basically like, imagine like your stick. It's basically your stick with like the yellow border being the maximum limit. So if you go past that, you're at 100. So I like to just have like this, so I am able to use the entire stick as much as I want. But some people that are like really trying to optimize, you know, trying to be faster, it will increase the speed of your reactions because there's less for you to go through. Because your controller is technically smaller. So I could see that being useful if you're really trying to optimize how fast you're moving around and aiming. But this kind of worries me a little bit with like movements and like aim. Like I'm used to just like the normal, but this is like a little bit weirder. So yeah, I personally am not a fan of this. But again, I don't use any of these advanced settings. I know what they do. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really think it's necessary. It's up to you if you want to use them though. Explain them out. I just really wanted to make this video just for people that have been asking about sensitivity and controller settings. So here, shooting range, you can do the 1, 2, F13 drill right here. And then also what I like to use for aim training, small ball 64. And then I have infinite magazine off to give myself a little bit of a break to really focus on the accuracy. It doesn't really matter what score you get. It's more about trying to beat your own previous score.
Reminder to continue with family protection.
This is my first try, by the way, today. Definitely got better in the second half. 37. Not my best, but again, you can use this to really work on your sensitivity. And if you feel like you want to change anything, come over here, do the 1, 2, 1, 3 drill. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. Change your sends, come back, try your drill again. See how it's working for you. And that's it today on my controller settings and console settings for Rainbow Six Siege. How I got the champion. I don't play too much console. I've just recently started playing console again. I'm a top 100 PC champion, have been for many seasons. And we've been playing on console lately, and I've been talking with other champs of like what settings they have and on whatnot, and like what they have on, what they have off. And this is what I found that works for me, and it's been working pretty well. We still have ways to go. Let me know if this helps you guys. Let me know if you beat my shooting range score. Granted, it was my first try. But anyways, peace out, guys. Love you. Until next time.